Hey guys, my name is David Waters. I'm the Plant Powered Runner and welcome to my channel. Today we are going to do a review on what 4,500 subscribers looks like on a small YouTube running channel. Yeah, I talk about heart rate training, running tips, running, races, reviews, all that kind of fun stuff, and I do it here on my channel, the Plant Powered Runner. And today I'm gonna show you how much I make, what my views look like, what the YouTube analytics looks like, and hopefully you can learn something from this. And for all of my subscribers who are watching this, I just want to be transparent and honest and show you the back end of what things look like on what the channel is that you're supporting. I got inspired to make this video because a few other YouTubers that I follow go ahead and they do the same thing. So if you're into that, then we can dive into the numbers, and this may help some of you guys who are smaller YouTubers or even bigger YouTubers to kind of show, like, look, this is what things look like on different channels. And so let's dive in right now because I know that's what you guys are here for. So right now, this is my channel dashboard, and right here shows the latest video performance. And apparently right now, this is ranking #1, which is actually kind of cool. And it shows how many views I've got and impressions, which is my click-through, and then the average view duration. And if I click on this little guy, it basically shows you how things are going on my last 10 videos. So this particular one is ranking #1 out of my last 10, which is kind of cool. Over here on my right-hand side, it shows 4,569 subscribers. I'm up 51 in the last 28 days, and this is kind of like rolling days. So I can change this for 2021, which I'll do in a minute, but I just wanted to show you the dashboard. Over here is my a few published videos and how they've been doing with regards to comments, views, and likes. Over here shows the latest poll that I have done, and kind of shows where everyone is kind of voting on. Recent activity over here is new subscribers, and then we also have latest comments. I can click in here and then comment on any of you guys as well. So if we click on go to channel analytics, this is basically where all the numbers are for my channel. And I don't really look at this on a daily basis, but I generally kind of check in, every couple of days just to kind of see where things are at. There is a YouTube Studio app that can go onto your iPhone or Android phone. And so, yeah, you can see things from that point of view. So I'm going to change this to 2021. All right, so as you can see, this is what things look like for the whole entire year. Now, when I first started the year, I was actually putting out 3 videos a week. And we were also in lockdown for quite a bit of the first part of the year. And so, as you can see, the views were a little bit higher the first part of the year, and then they kind of died down a little bit. And that's basically when I started kind of publishing 2 videos, and in some cases there was only 1 per week for a little while, just because work got busy. So you can kind of see a little bit of a drop off as the rest of the year goes. But basically, I got 236,000 views and 23,000 watch hours, which is really cool. Subscribers was 1.7. I wish it was 1.7 million. Basically 1,700 subscribers, and my estimated revenue for 2021 was 2,652. Which it blew my mind. Like, wait till you see kind of like the revenue, and I'll show you where all of that is a little bit at the end of the video. But I just want to go through the numbers here with you guys to begin with. Now over here on the right-hand side, it shows my active live subscriber count. And then in the last 48 hours, you can see how many views that I've been getting along with my top viewed videos. Now down here, oops, this is kind of a weird thing with YouTube. There we go. Okay, so down here, this shows you my most successful videos for 2021. I have other higher successful videos, more viewed videos, but they don't appear on this one because they were the previous year. But this is where we're at with this, and you know, it was fascinating looking at this. It shows you how many views, your average view duration, percentage, and then how long, like how many minutes people have been watching on each one of these videos. And it's fascinating to see, right? This one here is kind of, you know, basically sharing my, how I was feeling about my Maffetone training. It's not surprising that that was a very well viewed video. A lot of you guys are here for heart rate training along with running and the benefits. So this one here was well received as well. And then this is the one that kind of launched my channel. And this one here basically got about 10,000 views this year. Last year was much higher than that. Then down here, my fourth one, it was just kind of like, you know, I was struggling to kind of come back into my running, which was hard for me. And number 5 was a year of my Maffetone training, which was well received, and the results of that was fantastic as well. And then down here kind of gets into a couple of the other ones. Now, some of these are also from 2020, right? As you can see here, right? This is when they were published. So there's a number of 2020 in here, 2021 is down here, 2021, 2021, 2020. So again, it's a little bit of a mix, but this is kind of how YouTube works, right? And then down here, latest videos, it shows you how successful each video is kind of breaking out. And you can kind of click on the little arrow here and it'll actually show you your click-through rate, average views, and average view duration on the last 10 videos it'll go through. All right, so let's dive into the Reach tab. And Reach is really cool. Like, I got 2.8 million impressions. I was up 30% from the previous year, which was, holy Toledo, it was quite amazing. Again, you can see I was publishing 3 videos up until about May, as you can see there, and then they kind of dropped down to you know, some of the weeks there was only 2 videos. Now over here you've got impressions and click-through rate. So impressions and click-through rate is basically how likely somebody is that, you know, that is clicking on that, divided by the impressions per video, which gives you your click-through rate. And so that's up 11%. And the views are up, again, up 20%, kind of goes hand in hand with the impressions, which was kind of neat. Now, down here is where it kind of breaks down. It's kind of neat, you know, how YouTube pushes out the videos. Now, browse videos, which was quite fascinating, is basically 47%. YouTube search was 20% suggested videos. Those are the ones after a video ends. Then, you know, how likely is people to click on the next one that gets suggested. There's some external activity out there as well, and then other channel views. Really cool to see how that breaks down, right, guys? And then down here you can see, you know, people are sharing it out, I guess Facebook, and then Google search. And then it shows you down here the traffic source, so different videos, which videos are basically suggesting my videos. And it seems like all of them here are my videos. That is kind of neat as well. And where are we here? Okay, let's go over here. I'll go off screen. This is kind of weird with YouTube. There we go. It stays on the screen. And this triangle here basically shows you the impressions, and then if you click, it says where people are coming from and how they're, you know, where they're recommending my content. So YouTube is recommending my content 58% of the time. Recommendations came from the home page when you guys see my videos, and recommended watch page 22%, and viewers seeking my content in other fashions, which is typically YouTube search and different ways, is 41%. So again, quite fascinating how that works. And then down here it shows 2021 where people, which playlists they're watching my videos. And then YouTube search, where the 20% of the traffic came from, you know, math training, benefits of running, Maffetone method, Maffetone heart rate training. That's how people basically found me. Engagement. Engagement is really cool as well. Again, you can kind of see 3 videos a week compared to 2 videos and then kind of 1 video in a couple of spaces, which is interesting to see. But on average, I'm getting about 6 minutes of view time, which is really cool. And then down here, this was really fascinating. So this is where YouTube breaks down your video for the first 30 seconds and then how much people are watching after the first 30. So I have like 82% of you guys are watching after the 30% mark of the video. And that just shows, each one of them, which is really cool. And then which ones are a little bit on the lower end, which is kind of neat, right? And then over here, this one says top moments, which is really fascinating to see kind of where you're watching the video and where the drop-offs are. So you can see the chapters, each one of those dotted lines is a chapter. So I can see where some of the bumps are and then see where they drop off. And the gray line is kind of my average, and then the red or purplish line is where this particular video ranks. So I can click on each one of these and see that, which is really neat to kind of see where people kind of come from, right? And then further down, it shows like different posts, how many likes and whatnot. It also shows my top videos of 2021. So again, it's no different than what I was seeing before that I've shown you guys. Top cards, end screen, which is kind of neat, what videos people are watching at the end of my videos, which was fascinating to see. And then if you click on audience, you can see the purple line is my returning viewers and the blue line is new viewership, which is kind of neat to see on both ends, right? So yeah, that's where that breaks out. And then other channels that you guys are watching, best times of day to publish a video, other videos that your audience has watched, which is kind of neat. I can kind of see which ones you guys are watching and where your interests may lie. And again, that may help in terms of making a video on a topic like that and see if there's something that I can add of value to that particular topic or conversation. It also shows top geographics, where my viewership is coming from in 2021. So in this case, 29, well, basically 30% came from the United States, and that's not surprising because there's a lot of you in the United States. The UK, you guys from the UK, you guys love your YouTube. And so yeah, the 16.5%. And then Canada, I have 6.3, Australia 2.7, and Malaysia is 2.5. And again, it's not surprising just to kind of see where everyone's coming from. Again, this is an English speaking channel. And so I typically see that in the reflection in the stats. Subscriber and bell notifications. I haven't really paid too much attention to this, but I know that I've mentioned it. And I discovered this the other day when I was kind of going through. But about almost 12% of you guys have that notification set up, and then the bell notifications. There's about 8% of you guys on there, which is really fascinating. And then this is really great to see. This is your watch time from subscribers, and so 37.2% of you guys are watching my videos, which is absolutely amazing. I'm so grateful. So thank you. And 62.8% are people who are not subscribed but are consuming my channel as well. And if that's one of you guys, I want to thank you very much as well. And if you're liking this video, hey, give me a like, give me a subscribe. It's kind of cool. Now this was fascinating because I was wondering who my audience was, who is kind of consuming. And this is a wide variety of where the numbers are of last year. Obviously, the smaller demographics are, with my channel is the 18 to 24-year-olds. 25 to 34 is a little on the lower end as well, probably because of my age and who people, I guess resonate with. And so for me, 35 to 54 is my biggest kind of viewership. And then 55 to 64 is basically, interestingly, running neck and neck with the 25 to 34-year-olds. So it's kind of interesting how that kind of breaks out. But it's really interesting to see. Now, in terms of male or female, I've got 93 basically percent male, and I've got about 6.9. And the females, it's fascinating. Thank you if you're a female watching, because I've been watching those numbers slowly start to rise. The longer my channel has been out and the more videos I'm putting out, I'm seeing more females kind of coming into my channel. And I don't know how all this works, but it's pretty fascinating to see. So thank you. And to all the males out there, thank you for supporting my channel as well. I really do appreciate everything, and your comments are fantastic. I love hearing what you guys have to say. So yeah, so it's very cool to see, you guys are interested in the videos and whatnot. And then down here, this is the revenue. So obviously I made $2,652, up 90% from the year before, which blows my mind. Now, this is interesting because people kind of think about how people get paid on YouTube, and I'll go into a little bit this, where you get playback per million, clicks per million, and then your RPM. This is the number that you want to pay attention to, because this is how YouTube pays you, okay? So for every 1,000 views on YouTube that people watch the ads, this is the number that I get paid per 1,000, okay? Which is up 58%. And again, you can see, during lockdown, again, 3 videos a week, and then what happens after lockdown happened, and then only 2 to 1 video a week. You can kind of see where it drops down to. And then down here, this is like kind of over Christmas time, it got a little lower. And that's typically kind of what you would see on that channel. And then down here, you can see my top earning videos for this time. Let me just go here and get rid of this number. I don't know why it still displays on the screen. It's weird. Anyways, so top earning videos, you can kind of see how much the video made during the year. Again, it's not a lot of money, but I do it because I love to do it, and I, just trying to bring value to you guys, trying to keep myself accountable to my running, and helping people along the way, and then documenting my journey. This is something that I like to do. It's an online diary. I like to make videos as opposed to like writing a diary. I just find it's that's my thing, and that's what I enjoy. Otherwise, I'd have a blog, but this is more of a video blog, right? But yeah, you can kind of see where things kind of break down there and whatnot. And then if I click here, I can click into, let's click into here. You can see a little bit more of a breakdown of the video here, which is kind of neat. And so over the course of the entire year, this is what the videos look like each month. So there we go. So you can see that there is your playback. So this is kind of how much your CPM, how much the, how do you say it? The advertisers are willing to spend on your channel. And then your RPM is what you get paid. And so that's going to fluctuate from month to month, because when you start gearing up around Christmas, so basically I started to see things start to change in September. So September, October, November, and December, I tend to have a higher CPM and a RPM, and then a little bit in January as well. And then it drops off for the year, which again, it also is tied to how many views you're having, right? So, but you can kind of follow it, see, how it goes and whatnot. And typically, each video will have its own, which ones did better, which ones didn't do so well. And that helps me decide, which kind of video I should be making for you guys and whatnot. So yeah, you can kind of see how that all breaks down. My Coros for an Apex, Coros Apex watch, that one was, I'm surprised, that one did really well. It didn't start off really well. Like, you can click here and you can click into the analytics of a particular video, which is really neat. And what it'll show you is basically how the video started off and then how it progressed long term. So this is how it did throughout the year. Took a little bit before it started to go, and then it started to go. And then it shows you how many subscribers that you got from that particular video. And again, it helps me figure out what videos you guys are interested in, right? So again, it's just, these are the analytics that help me try to figure out what videos help you guys, and again, what you're interested in, what you like. So that's where I dive into the into the numbers to try to figure that stuff out. So fascinating in the video here, and hopefully some of these numbers were kind of helpful if you're thinking about starting your YouTube journey, how things look. And there's all kinds of other things that you can do in here, guys. And again, this is just, a small portion of what I'm doing. But, there's something else that's kind of neat, and, you may be interested in seeing this. But basically, I can compare year over year, or I can compare, for over the first 24 hours, which video was performing the best and where it put it, how many views I got on it, what my click-through rate is, average view duration. So yeah, it's kind of interesting to kind of see on a graph which videos do really well at the beginning, and then you can kind of switch it out, over the course of 7 days and 28 days. So again, it just kind of helps you kind of figure out where things are. So again, this is my channel. Hopefully this was helpful for you guys. And again, if you came in off of seeing this somewhere else, thank you for watching. And for all of my subscribers and everyone that watches my channel, thank you very much for supporting my channel, guys. I really, really do appreciate everything. And yeah, so we'll do this next year, and we'll see if I'm growing or not. Anyways, thanks everyone. And like I always say, get out and run. See you next week.